Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Today we are going to learn about domain Eukarya, kingdom Animalia. In this subtopic, you have to know the unique characteristic of kingdom Animalia, the evolutionary relationship of the animals between different phylum in terms of the organization, germ layers, body symmetry, body coelom, and also segmentation. Okay, you have to know the 9 phylum under kingdom Animalia and the unique characteristic of each phylum. Okay, so across all organisms in kingdom Animalia, they are eukaryotes, multicellular. The type of nutrition is holozoic nutrition, which means that the ingestion and digestion process occur internally. They usually store excess carbohydrate as glycogen, and throughout the life cycle they exist as diploid most of the time. Okay. They reproduce mostly sexually. In some cases they do reproduce asexually. The body systems are very complex with highly differentiated tissues which are a lot advanced compared to other kingdoms. Okay, so the 9 phylums are starting from Porifera, Cnidaria, Platyhelminthes, Nematoda, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, and the only vertebrate in this kingdom is phylum Chordata. Okay, so this is the phylogeny tree explaining to you the evolutionary relationship of all the animals. Okay, so it starts off from the simplest one, Porifera, and the most complex one, which is Chordata. This phylogeny tree diverge or divide when the organism become modified. Okay, example, Porifera, they are sponges, they don't have true tissues. When the tissue appear in the phylogeny tree, the phylogeny tree diverge and start from Cnidaria up until Chordata, and further it divides when the symmetry existed, the body cavity existed, and then further advance in terms of the coelom. Okay, so let's see how it is advanced. Okay, in terms of level of organization, you can see Porifera, they are only composed of different cells, okay, carrying out a lot of different function. When it comes to Cnidarian, the tissue carry out they don't have organ, but they have different tissues which carry out specific function. Starting from Nematoda up until Chordata, they already have organ, and when they have few different organ that carries a specific function, it composes a system. Okay, in terms of germ layers, mostly all the phylum they are triploblastic, they have 3 germ layer. Only Cnidarian they are diploblastic, they have 2 germ layer. Okay, in terms of body symmetry, okay, Porifera they don't have symmetry at all. Okay, the Cnidarian or also known as Coelenterata, they have radial symmetry. Okay, while Platyhelminthes and all the other phylum they are bilateral. Okay. Okay, in terms of body coelom, what is coelom? So coelom is the fluid filled cavity present in between the germ layers. Okay, so Platyhelminthes they are acoelomate. Okay, for Nematoda they are pseudocoelomate, means that it is partially coelom. Starting from Annelida up until Chordata, they have true coelom. Okay, so they have 3 germ layers, starting from the ectoderm, endoderm, and also mesoderm. Okay, and also coelom. Okay, the next important characteristic is segmentation. Segmentation only exists in Annelida and Arthropoda. Okay, usually it is metameric segmentation, means that it has segments separated by septa. Okay, in each of these segments, the organ exists repeatedly. Okay, let's look into the first phylum, phylum Porifera. The species, one of the example is Leucosolinia species. So here there is a QR code that you can scan and watch videos that explaining and showing example of this phylum. Okay, so Porifera are mostly sponges. They don't have true tissues. They are asymmetrical, means that they don't have symmetry. They don't have body cavity, and mostly they are sessile. They cannot move independently. Okay, the body is mostly it is endoskeleton, and they have spicules. They reproduce asexually and also sexually. They are filter feeders, means that whatever goes inside the sponges is used for the purpose of feeding. They filter it and use it for the purpose of feeding. Usually it is marine, means that you can find it in sea. These are the cells that composing the Porifera. Okay, the most important cell that you have to know is the collar cell over here. Okay, the collar cell, you can call it as choanocyte. Okay, so the collar cell engulf bacteria and other food particles that comes into the Porifera by phagocytosis. Then it has mesohyl cell. Okay, this mesohyl cell is the site for the gas exchange and waste removal across the membrane of the cell. Okay, then they have amoebocyte cell. The amoebocyte cell is function for take up food from the surrounding water, digest it, and carry nutrients to other cells. So this is the passage or linkage in between the cells lah. Okay, then it has this important structure here called porocytes. Okay, so porocyte, as its name, it is pores lah, passage of incoming water current and located in body wall of sponges. So the water goes in from here and get out through the osculum. Okay, the next phylum is phylum Cnidaria, example of Belia species. Okay, so the unique characteristic is this dimorphism, means that it exists in two states. It's either medusa form down here, the diagram is down here, or polyp form, diagram is up here. Okay, so when it is in medusa form, it is motile, it can move freely, and it has gonad which produces gametes. The male produces sperm and the female produces egg. The mouth and tentacle usually directed downwards. When it is in polyp form, it is non-motile, it has feeding polyp and reproductive polyp. Usually it lives in marine and in some cases in fresh water. Okay, so this is the unique characteristic as well, the presence of nidocyte, which is used to capture prey or to avoid predator lah. Okay, this is the life cycle. This one is the reproductive polyp which don't have tentacle, and the feeding polyp have tentacle. So from the reproductive polyp, the medusa bud off. The medusa has gonad, produces gametes, and the gametes undergoes fertilization, producing zygote. The zygote undergo mitosis to become planula larva, and then developing polyp, and then it matures into and become a portion of colony of polyp. And the cycle repeats. Okay, so the next phylum is phylum Platyhelminthes, or Taenia species. Okay, so they are bilateral symmetry, triploblastic, they are acoelomates, means that they don't have body cavity. Okay, that it is unsegmented, it has chapelization, the excretory system is through photonephrida, it has no circulatory and respiratory system, and incomplete digestive system, means that it is very, very simple lah. Okay, the next phylum is Nematoda. Nematoda is a bit advanced from Platyhelminthes in terms of the coelom. Okay, it is pseudocoelomate. Okay, it already has nervous system, but it's very, very simple, and it has excretory tubes, a series of excretory tubes. So it has digestion system starting from mouth until anus. It has pseudocoelom. It has reproductive organ as well. It has ovary, it has reproductive organ. Okay, they are hydrostatic skeleton, and the reproduction is dioecious. Okay, means that it has the female and the male. Okay, they undergo internal fertilization, and the body is covered with smooth cuticle. Okay, the next phylum is phylum Annelida. Okay, Annelida, they are bilaterally symmetric as well, triploblastic, they are segmented, they have trocylum, and they have this important structure here, metameric segmentation. So this is the metameric segmentation. In each of the segment, they have the same organs repeatedly. Okay, they have a complete digestive system. Okay, means that it has an intestine, it has a mouth, intestine, and then anus. Okay, the excretory system is through nephridium. Okay, means that it is a bit advanced lah compared to just using photonephrida in the platyhelminthes. It has closed blood circulation system, and even the respiratory system is through skin and gills. Okay, there is nervous and sensory system as well. Okay, the reproduction, they are reproduced mostly sexually. It can be dioecious, means that it exists as male and female, or it also can be monoecious. Okay, so here there is a chart that you can fill in at your own time for you to see the advancement and modification that happens from porifera up until Annelida. Okay, the level of organization of cells starting porifera is just cell. Up until Annelida, it already has organ and system. Okay, so you will see the advancement, and you will see how it become modified and the evolutionary relationship. So see you in the next video to hear about the remaining phylum.